So rumors, rumor. Sony considering selling the Spider-Man IP to the Walt Disney Company. Please don't. Yes, please don't. No, no, no. I mean, at this point, it probably doesn't matter in the slightest. Probably doesn't even matter. A new rumor alleges that Sony is considering selling Spider-Man to the Walt Disney Company. This rumor comes from the Scooper, My Time to Shine Hello, on Twitter. He writes, I hear Sony is seriously considering selling the Spider-Man IP back to Marvel. The rumor comes as Sony's latest Marvel film, Kraven the Hunter, bombed. Wow. You're telling me it really? Didn't we say that's what was going to happen? Of course, we're just haters, right? No one wants to see a movie about Kraven the Hunter or Madam Web, some standalone movie with characters that don't have a huge following behind them, especially when they're not going to focus or have an appearance of maybe a bigger, a bigger name. So Kraven could have had Wolverine. He could have had Spider-Man because he's faced Spider-Man before. But no, it's just Kraven. And I think Rhino is in there, but really, Rhino. Who cares? So, Madam Web, same thing. These movies, no one cares. So, big shock. I know. I know you're sitting there like, Kraven the it failed? Yeah, imagine that. Only bringing in 11 million in its opening weekend and just 15 million internationally for a global gross of 26 million. To compare, Madam Web did 15 million on its opening weekend, but also released on Wednesday, February 14th, where it brought in 6 million and then another 2.1 million on Thursday for an overall total of 23.6 million. It had a 25.7 million international debut for a global gross of around $50 million. Um, there have been multiple conflicting reports about the state of Sony's Marvel Universe. First, Humberto Gonzalez at the Wrap reported that the universe was ending with Kraven. An alleged top talent agent informed him they've developed what they want to develop for now. It's really about the next Spider-Man film. Gonzalez also reported that the Sony insider informed him that the studio is now focusing in efforts on Holland's highly anticipated fourth Spider-Man film. Like, what's this called? Going to be called Spider-Man No Milk at Home or something? What is it going to be called? Anticipated Spider-Man film. The next installment is the acclaimed Spider-Verse animated film series with Beyond the Spider-Verse and the Spider Noir television series featuring Nicolas Cage. Projects that leaned into rather than away from the web slinger's central appeal. It's Nicolas Cage. However, a few days later, Adam B. Very at Variety claimed the universe was not dead. In fact, he bizarrely claimed that Sony never had a Sony Marvel universe or a Sony Spider-Man universe. He wrote, "For one thing, technically speaking, there never really was a Sony Marvel universe or Sony Spider-Man universe or any other official designation akin to the Marvel Cinematic Universe or the newly relaunched DC universe." This is simply not true. Sony seemingly informed Deadline's Anita Bush back in 2017 that it was calling its universe Sony's Marvel Universe, which I've heard that term. That you'll see it on like Twitter and stuff and or YouTube and um but yeah, I've heard that term going around. Um Bush wrote at the time, they also note that Venom is from Sony's Marvel Universe, and it's not a spin-off spin-off with the first movie after Spider-Man from its Marvel Universe of characters. Then Variety's Brett Lang and Justin Kroll reported in 2018 that Sony was referring to the universe as Sony's universe of Marvel characters. The duo wrote, "We're focused on being faithful to the comics," said Sanford Panich. president of Columbia Pictures, and the executive who's been overseeing what is being dubbed internationally or internally Sony's universe of Marvel characters, or SUMC. You know, if you rearrange those letters, you get comes. In 2020, the official Spider-Man movie account made a Twitter post. Join Spider-Man and all his friends while you swing through all the films from the Spider-Man universe of characters. IGN then reported in April 2020 that a Sony spokesperson informed them that the company's official name for its universe was Sony Pictures Universe, or Marvel characters. Really just rolls off the tongue, really. In August 2021, Screen Rant reported that Sony informed them that the company was calling the universe Sony's Spider-Man universe. So clearly there was a universe, but it just had different names. And clearly, I would stick with this one. Sony Pictures universe of Marvel characters, just because it's just so easy to say. Nevertheless, Very notes that Sony is working with Marvel Studios on a fourth Spider-Man film that is expected to begin filming in 2025. It also is working on the third animated Spider film, as well as the Spider Noir series starring Nicolas Cage on Amazon. Oh, great, Amazon Prime. Well, I mean, Amazon Prime has a really bad habit of messing with things, but it's Nicolas Cage, so I'm sure whatever problems the show has, he can just, work through that with his excellent acting and charm. Just like it's like he can see that the script is bad, and he'll just like do everything he can to make it better. He's just working with what he has. So if anyone can do it, Nicolas Cage can do it. He also noted that Sony is still exploring other Spider-Man related characters. Moving forward, Sony Insider says the studio will need to be more discerning about which, if any, of the studio's stable of Spider-Man characters should be elevated into their own movie franchises. You know who shouldn't have been? Craven. I mean, there are plenty of characters. Focus on, I'm pretty sure, if it came to characters, you want to stick with characters that people know. So I'm like, why not have like a Doc Ock movie or Green Goblin movie? We had Venom. Venom was there, Carnage. So why not give Doc Ock or Goblin their own movie? So, um, I mean, standalone movies. I mean, um, they were obviously in some form or another in the other one, in the other Spider-Man, like Amazing Spider-Man, and then Tom Holland's, in some way or another. But we're talking about like standalone movies. Uh, and another Spider-Man, no milk at home. Um, he leaves MJ to go get some milk, and he never comes back. And now it's off to MJ to set out to find out where Peter Parker's gone off to, because he sure as hell is not out getting some milk. But yeah, I don't think it'd do great with Disney. No, please no. 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 But different strokes for different folks, I guess. Um I mean, I did enjoy was it No Way Home or whatever, with uh my God, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. It was pretty good. I really think it was the other two that kind of carried it. I mean, Tom Holland is Spider-Man, or as Peter. I just eh. I mean, I think they made him a little bit too whiny. He cries a lot, and that's crying is fine, but just he. Then again, I think Tobey Maguire. Well, no, Toby. He just had his emo phase. He's like, um. I mean, they all kind of cry, but yeah, the Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire definitely carried the movie. Um, just the interaction with all three of them. The moment at the end with when MJ starts to fall and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man jumps to save her, and it's like, oh my god, because you remember that he couldn't save Gwen and she ended up dying, but this was kind of like a redemption for him. And you're like, oh my god, that was so good. That was so good. Um, but yeah, Disney has not been treating these movies kindly. Marvel kindly or Star Wars kindly. So I'm if they get no, I'm. But hey, that's just my opinion. No need to furiously type on the internet. Oh, you stupid nobody. That's exactly. I'm a nobody. There's no need to get so upset about what I say. They're just my opinions. If you guys type so furiously on the internet, I hate to see your interactions in real life when people disagree with you or have differentiating opinions. You just come out swinging at them. Well, I'm gonna beat you up so bad. Like, I'm a nobody on the internet. Like, seriously, my opinion should not matter that much to people. I'm just talking. I'm just talking. And some people agree with what I say and some don't, and that's fine. That's part of being human, I guess. This reminds me of a one summer day I was with my good friend Orville. Uh anyway, I'm done. That's it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye guys.